Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast. I'm your host, Knowledge.
And I'm Javi. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite stories that we've read over this week. We're going to be starting off with something I really found really interesting that they're doing. I always like when they throw in these little, perks.
Yeah.
And it's Assassin's Creed Unity. The DLC, I guess the first DLC that they're going to have.
I think it's a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
it's a second because they have another one that's called like Dead Kings or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a season pass though already.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is a standalone game on itself.
Yeah, it's a little. I guess it's gonna take place in China.
Yeah.
So it's a different game, but it's a side scroller.
Yeah.
Which I guess a lot of people would rather have this third person thing, but they don't have the time to make, a third person. I like these little extras they throw like that.
I always love when franchises branch out, when they branch out into different.
Kind of do a little cross.
Yeah. I mean? Like we just played Hyrule Warriors, which is really a Dynasty Warriors game.
Completely Dynasty Warriors.
It's a Dynasty Warriors game with a Zelda over like a coat of paint or whatever. And this game, the Assassin's Creed, I love the art style. Dude, side scrollers nowadays have the most like Ori and the Blind Forest and all that.
God.
The art style is always just amazing.
It really reminds me, I'm sure it was done before, but when Street Fighter 4 came out, that 2D, that 2.5D, what they called it. A lot of the games have especially side scrollers are having that model more, depth to their character look. Yeah. And it just looks awesome.
A lot of times what they do is they have the 3D background and they have 2D characters running along these 3D backgrounds.
Right.
Which is I wish that we could travel back in time into 1991
and show myself Mario.
Just, show it unto the world and be just destroy every other platformer side scroller of that time. But anyways, this Assassin's Creed one looks really interesting. And it made me think of, because remember we're talking about what would be the best settings for Assassin's Creed's game, and China was up there.
China was definitely in the top 5.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would have loved. I mean, as long I don't know. I wonder how the story's gonna be. If it's gonna have a lot of story. But it's a cool little thing because they can make a really good story in a short amount of time, and not have to worry about the game as much. Because they'll be doing a simpler form of it, which is cool. I mean. And talking about how cool this is, even Hyrule Warriors had the top down old school
game, yeah.
And, I mean, you always love those kind of things, or at least I always do.
I do too, yeah. Those little extra stuff. This really was the first season pass in a while that I would buy off rip,
because of that.
I
like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And I mean that's one of the things that unfortunately season passes don't offer too much. Is something something they're always a promise. They're and they don't give you a lot of what the promise actually is.
Yeah.
They just promise you content, but don't really.
That's a good point. Yeah, because especially for shooters, it's always we're gonna give you a bunch of map packs. You don't know what the map packs are gonna be. You don't know if the maps are gonna be good. You just trust us it's gonna be good.
See, the only map pack for a shooter I've ever bought was Black Ops 2 because I knew it was gonna have zombies.
Yeah.
It was a little extra kind of added on.
Yeah. The last one I bought was Modern Warfare 3, and I got burned. So I was fuck that. I'm never buying another season pass again. But Assassin's Creed might have me back.
If anything, I'll just buy the DLC, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, standalone would probably be $20 or something like that. It looks good. It looks real good. Yeah. All right, but this week, there's a bunch of games coming out.
A lot of games. Too many games.
Yeah. Persona 4... the Watch Dogs DLC,
Crime and Punishment.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. Yeah, so there's a bunch of games, but there's 3 that we want to talk about specifically because they look really good. Shadow of Mordor, Forza Horizon 2, and Smash Brothers 3DS. We'll leave that one for last because I know you have a lot of thoughts and opinions on this game. First though, Forza Horizon 2 looks so amazing. The graphics look so amazing. I'm not a huge Forza fan.
I'm not a huge realistic car driver fan, which this game kind of seems to be a mix of.
No, this one's more like an open world.
Yeah, it's open world, but you know what I mean. It's still hopefully the cars don't feel because when you think Forza, you think of simulation.
Yeah,
the game does look open world, so hopefully it kind of takes it a more Need for Speed arcade style feel to it.
Well, part 1 is kind of a cross.
Is it okay? I haven't.
So in a perfect world, you would have just one Forza franchise that has open world but also has the simulation tracks part of it
that's
too.
That's the thing I never understood. Like especially nowadays, why can't they just? Why instead of? I mean, obviously it's for money.
It's for money, yeah.
But it would be better if they just put all these things in the game and make them kind of optional things you can do, not just make the whole game based on it. Because I think they'll get a bigger audience for at least that one game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of having a good audience for the simulation, a good audience for this one.
It makes me think of what business model is better, because you think the ultimate examples are the shooters, because honestly the shooters completely change what a game is, because like the first person shooters like of the past generation, they always, like for example Halo and Call of Duty and Gears of War, they had the main campaign, they had the online aspect, and then they always had like that horde, firefight, zombie, survival mode, spec ops mode. So it was kind of like one big package in one. But like you said, theoretically, zombies can be its own game, and people would buy it.
And there are zombie games just by themselves.
Yeah,
and they sell well.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it called? Left 4 Dead, a franchise, is just a zombie game. I mean, some people just like zombie games, some people, but why not mix it up so people can try it a little bit different? You know what I mean?
So it makes you think how good this package would be for a Forza game if it had the same simulation like Forza 5, like the same kind of racing sim, like realistic racing sim, and it also had like
arcade.
They had the real open world campaign, and then it had like the just kind of like it'd be like a Call of Duty game or a Halo game that has like firefight, blah blah blah.
And hopefully they wouldn't make it so that you have to do everything, and because a lot of games that do have different things you can do make you do all the different things. Yeah. Like none of the Call of Duties make you play zombies.
Yeah, and neither does Halo, and neither does Gears of War. I mean, I know Destiny did that right now because they wanted everybody to try everything, but most games really just off rip let you just go in.
Just choose into one.
Yeah, just go in. Like I don't care about campaign. I
just want to play multiplayer.
Yeah, I think that might actually be a better business model. I mean, Call of Duty does it, so like obviously
Call of Duty, all the big shooters now are starting to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Battlefield. I think Battlefield right now has 2. It has campaign and
multiplayer, so which is pretty standard.
That's the standard. So I mean, maybe for their next one they'll push it a little bit more.
It also right now is starting to get better with games like Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs as far as multiplayer. Like before, it was just like what's the point?
Yeah, the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed, I'm really bad at it. Yeah. But it always looked kind of fun. Like I like that, like kind of like a tag kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it got better and better as the years went on. But I think. It like first person shooters kind of ruined those games because it wasn't enough just to have a story anymore. Like people didn't feel like it was a complete $60 package.
Yeah, so it ruined story games. It ruined only multiplayer games. Yeah, and it ruined other games like that.
But yeah, like for Assassin's Creed, like the multiplayer is cool, it's fine. But honestly, however many people they put to work on that multiplayer, I would have preferred they put those people to work on the campaign,
or just like extra content, because I don't think the season pass had any extra content besides Freedom, right?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 4.
I think it is the only
DLC story mission.
That was the only one, if I'm not mistaken. I think everything else was campaign based. Multiplayer based.
Assassin's Creed 3 did have the George Washington.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they did. I can't think of the other ones that they had. I don't know. I don't think they did. A lot of times it was like extra fucking costumes or some shit. Like I was like, who cares? Like, who gives a shit? So that's why I don't mind if I buy a story game. I don't mind if it's just a story game. I don't need it to have multiplayer. I know that for the past 5 years, like I said, the shooters kind of ruined it and made people want to have like, oh, it needs to have a multiplayer. It needs to have the challenge mode.
It needs to have good story.
Yeah, like
calm down. You can get the 3 things and then moderate or one really good thing. You can't get everything amazing.
I'd rather just get one really good thing. Like you can't. Games like Halo and Gears of War, like we're talking about multi-billion-dollar franchises who have hundreds of people working on them. Like, yes, of course they have all these things because they can afford it. You know, other companies aren't that. You know.
Yeah, or don't want to spend that much. I mean, they believe in their product, but they don't want to have to add all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make it a good game, like they're like, you know, what was it called? BioShock 2 added multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that was something kind of weird. And then even BioShock Infinite had I guess kind of like a horde mode too.
Yeah.
I mean, it had its story DLC moreover, but you could see them kind of like
trying to branch out.
Yeah, they're treading on that.
And it makes sense for BioShock at least because this is a shooter. You just expect multiplayer, like, you know, but it just doesn't work for BioShock.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't feel right. Like,
I mean, granted, it was fun, but I was just like, at first, you know, I was one of those people like, what?
No! Oh, you're one of the Vanguard, like, avant-garde people.
Yeah,
no!
I didn't even want to play BioShock 2 for a long time.
Yeah.
And then, but even though I didn't want to play, I still was like, you can't have multiplayer in a BioShock game.
God, see, we're the problem. Gamers are the problem. But back to the whole Forza thing, it looks really good. It's gotten good reviews. Definitely gonna pick it up and check it out. Hopefully, it has a story. The first one didn't really. It has like a story, but no cutscenes. It's kind of like you build up your character. You go to this tournament. That, you know, it looks good, but the graphics look really. It's the best cars I've seen, honestly. Like, at least from the trailers.
Better than the real cars in my life.
Yeah, for real. Better than my fucking '82 Chevy, like whatever. Next game.
Speaking of ratings, games that got amazing reviews.
Can't wait.
Shadow of Mordor has been like destroying the reviews.
Yeah, dude, it got a 9.3 on IGN. Look, reviews don't mean everything.
But
there's plenty of games that I've gotten good reviews and I don't like,
and ones that have gotten really bad reviews
and that I love.
But this game looks extremely promising. It's kind of been. I mean, I want to say it's flying under the radar. I don't know if you would agree with that.
I think the reviews is kind of lifting it up, but yeah, definitely under the radar.
It was right behind, you know, Destiny. It's in the shadow of Destiny right now, which is one of the biggest hype games of this, you know, of this year. So it's rare. I mean, I feel like it really flew under the radar. I almost forgot about it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, like, you think about how Destiny is the biggest selling new IP. This is also a new IP, and yeah, really, people who are excited about it because they've been looking. But yeah, you're right. Like, there's no hype. There's no like, oh, I can't wait for this game to come out. It's just a couple of people who really want to play it. But the game looks so good. Like, I love the gore. It's super gory. Like, you chop people's heads off and fucking.
Granted, Lord of the Rings movies weren't super gory. They had some gore.
Yeah.
But like when I imagine, you know, medieval, not maybe medieval, but that kind of fighting, I imagine just blood on everything, like everywhere.
Very much medieval. I mean, obviously the game has nothing to do with real Earth or medieval times. But I'm just saying, that type of big sword fighting with
fantasy, wizards and shit.
Yeah, so it is, and like the fighting style supposedly is kind of really ripped straight out of Batman, the Arkham series, which I love. I think it's good. The free flow.
Yeah, I mean, at first, you know, when I played it felt really weird because I hadn't played a game too much like that.
Yeah.
I'm used to, you know, your what is it called, like Final Fight? Was it Final Fight where that beat 'em up thing? Where it's like, it's not fluid, but it feels good.
Yeah.
And then this was like completely fluid. I'm like, what's going on?
I am such a beast.
I remember the first time I actually countered someone while like I was doing a combo. It was like.
Mom, look! I'm going pro at Batman Arkham. I'm so good. That's the thing about those games that make everybody feel like a beast.
Yeah, but not in the way like Dynasty Warrior does.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Dynasty Warriors, I'm literally like plowing people down, just walking, just casually.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just the sheer force of your walk kills people.
You know, my elfish, you know, very light step destroys the entire battlefield.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But in this game, it looks like, well, as far as what the reviews are saying, is that there is some skill that you need, especially with the counters and shit like that. And you do die. Like, it's like you are in danger of dying. It's not one of those games that you're gonna beat the whole game without ever dying. Yeah. So like, it looks amazing. I love the new system, the Nemesis system.
Oh right, where I guess when someone kills you in game, one of the characters, one of the random enemies you might encounter, they'll be promoted.
Yeah, they'll become like a captain in their army.
So some grunt kills you, he's gonna become a captain. Yeah. And the next time he sees you, he's gonna have dialogue specifically for you.
And not only will he be promoted, his actual stats will be enhanced.
Exactly, like a level up. Like, you know, like an RPG where you kill someone higher than you.
Yeah, you level up. So I think that it seems really good in this, and I love Lord of the Rings. I love the universe.
Lore is amazing.
Yeah, lore is amazing. So I think this is a franchise that's here to stay. Like,
I love the way it looks, but I'm so critical of it. Not critical, but I'm so like I take it with a grain of salt reviews.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it could be they could just be saying this, and I don't like the game at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it happened with The Last of Us. It happened with all the GTA's. They're amazing games. I just didn't like them. Granted, you know what I mean. So hopefully it does turn out to be as good as I'm expecting now.
Well, if it's the thing is that you don't really like GTA ever anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't a big fan of it.
But like you like games like Shadow of Mordor. Well, I don't know. It's like I always say, you got to make your own opinion. Reviews do help you. I think reviews are helpful when you trust a writer. Like if that writer always has the same taste that you have, like. And
it's also one of those things where even if you trust the writer, if he talks shit about your favorite game, you're never trusting him again.
Damn, dude. Who talked about Pokemon?
Exactly. Like, how dare you?
That happened with GameSpot when they gave The Last Zelda a 7.5.
No, Skyward?
Skyward Sword. They gave it a 7.5, and I was like, what?
Did you play the game afterwards? And then we're like, oh.
No, I played it and I liked it.
I liked it, but I definitely was like, okay, 7 is a little bit low, but it was justifiable.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a perfect 10 when everybody gave it, but it was a good game. It wasn't no fucking 7.
No, it wasn't.
There was no fucking 7. 0.5. Shit.
Yeah, they gave that 0.5. But so I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna come out Tuesday.
Yeah, it comes out Tuesday. We're gonna be playing it on the PC, maximum quality of visual quality. And shout out to Machinima. Thank you for the free copy. We really appreciate it. Steam. Got it on Steam. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great game movie. So you guys are waiting for the game movie. It's gonna be good. I think the story. They said the story's good. I've heard it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, next
games
game
that are amazing now. We're gonna be Smash Brothers on the 3DS. The demo came out recently. Okay. It's coming out this Friday, and oh my god, I was super I was happy of how it turned out because had super low expectations for the 3DS version.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't. I was just like, how is that good? Like, I didn't know how it was gonna feel. Yeah. But after playing it, I was like, oh, okay. It doesn't feel like it definitely doesn't feel like you're playing Smash Brothers. Like for the moment, like you definitely have to get used to the controllers. The moment you pick it up, you might be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I think the joystick. So I played. So I played the demo too. So you guys don't know, 3DS comes out on the Smash Brothers 3DS comes out on Friday. It's gonna be one of the biggest releases of the year because there's a lot of 3DSs out there, and I think
everyone with a 3DS
is gonna buy it.
Feel like if they bought a 3DS, they played Smash Brothers in general.
Yeah,
and they're buying this.
Yeah, exactly, and it's such a big franchise, of course. The demo felt good. Like I think it felt as good as you would get any Smash Brothers on a handheld. Like it's just they did the best they could, but like the joystick does feel weird.
Yeah, jumping, moving around is a little bit weird. Doing tilts instead of smashes. I always smash. I mean, granted, I wasn't the best tilter with the regular controller, but like I've been trying to with Mega Man do the uppercut, which is up tilt.
Yeah. And
I'm trying to know the smash always seems to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's one of those things. Like I said, you just have to get used to how it feels differently.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things like, damn, so I have to get used to this, and then I have to get used to the new Smash again.
Yeah.
On the Wii U.
And then so is the 3DS identical to the?
You can play, apparently, from what I remember, you can play against each other. I can connect it to I can kind of connect to the Wii U version and battle someone.
See, and that's awesome. That's a great fucking functionality. I think that will make it even better when the Wii U version comes out.
What I do wish they had, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna have it, but like a lot of Nintendo DS games, they have that. Even if you don't have the game, you can kind of like play off me.
Yeah.
I always love that. Like I can play Mario Kart, even if you don't have it, you can play Mario Kart. Granted, you only be Shy Guy or depending. But it's really, I mean, I would like it. I mean, it would be cool if like someone that doesn't have it can just play with their Mii.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they have the Mii fighters. I don't see why they don't have. I hope they added that because it didn't seem like they have that.
So you don't know if they have that, or
I mean, as far as I can tell, they haven't said anything about it. They haven't. I haven't read any stories them denying it either.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things that, I mean, we'll have to wait because the demo was the whole game.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know, it had all the options.
It just stuff was blacked out. Yeah, but you saw all the characters.
Yeah, all the not unlocked, like, you know, not the secret characters. There's still some secret characters that were, you know, you have to unlock, just like in.
It seemed like a lot of fucking characters.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like the demo didn't have Duck Hunt Dog. It didn't have Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm assuming these characters are gonna be unlocked, or maybe this is a previous. What is it? What is that word? Build of the game before they added those characters.
I mean, I'm sure they'll be unlocked because they always have the unlock. You know, complete this and complete that.
Yeah.
To get, but yeah, it felt weird, guys. Honestly, like, I would get if I had a 3DS, I would get it.
But you wouldn't get a 3DS for it.
No, I wouldn't just go out and buy a 3DS and be like, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
But I know this sounds stupid because we always complain. See, like that's what I'm saying. Gamers are the problem. We complain about them changing too many things, and then we complain about them not changing enough things. And like I played Melee and I played Brawl, and I always played with Link, always. And he's been identical from the 64 to all the way. Yeah, so I'm just saying for me, because that's a character I play with. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, like, the smash is the same. He throws arrows, he throws bombs, he throws a boomerang, and it does it with the same button layout. And so, like, I started playing this one, and then it was just kind of like, it's the same thing.
I mean, they obviously, I mean, they don't change too much throughout the games. I mean, obviously they changed the system, so the game got slower as it progressed.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't understand like why people are expecting like so much change from this. Like, it's a fighting game. What if like if you're playing Ryu from like, you know, Street Fighter all the way till now, and then the new game comes out and they completely overhaul Ryu?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, either way, you're fucked if you do, you fucked if you don't. But what I'm saying is, like, at least like Street Fighter,
they have noticeable.
Yeah, they have like
balances.
They have new, like, they have a special or something like that, or they have a new move or something like that. With this, I don't like. At least I didn't play it enough to be like. I remember when Brawl came out, the Smash Ball was the big thing, and like I know competitive people hate the Smash Ball because it's so random, but it honestly made the game a lot of fun.
It made it fun for party games.
Yeah, it made it super fun because everybody, when they would come out. So like, what's that? What's the Smash Ball in this game?
What's the new feature?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this, and like I know people who are competitive hate that because the randomness. Of course, it makes it nice. It doesn't show who has the most skill, but like it made Brawl a lot of fucking fun. Whenever that Smash Ball came out, everybody's jumping around trying to hit it, trying to get it, and then when they would get it, the person who has like one stock left would get a fucking tank and just take everybody out.
God, I hate.
Yeah.
I would get. God, I remember because I used to love Falco, but I hated his Smash because it was so lame. I didn't like his land master. I was just like, why? Like, I wish, like, why can't it be something? I don't know what it could be. You know what I mean? It's Star Fox. That's what it should be. But
I mean, it could have easily been kind of like Link's, where he does a charge move and then he just hits you a bunch of times.
Yeah, something. I just didn't like that. It was like, I want to be still playing as him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I would just hold it, not let anyone get it, have no one have fun.
Yeah. Nah, I hate that, dude. Like, use it already. No, but
and then I use it and you hate me even more because I have the Landmaster.
I know, and then you take like 6 people out with that shit. No, but they need to have something like that, at least for the casual fans. And most people are casual fans for Smash Brothers. And I don't know, maybe I didn't play it enough, or maybe they don't have the feature in there yet.
I'm trying to
but they need something like that where it's kind of like, oh, this is new. This is.
They do have like a roster that's like 4 times as, it feels like 4 times as big as
they have I think they have like 49 characters.
Granted, some of the characters are like basically clones of other characters, but still, it's still
cool to have them, because even like Fox and like Falco were different enough where it felt they're the same, but like they're really different.
They had completely different properties on their moves, which is cool.
So I mean, it makes sense. I mean, obviously I love Smash, so I wouldn't even mind it if they just gave me like a portable Melee. I would like it, but I just don't. It just kind of disappointed me thinking that they were working on this game so long, and it just kind of feels like a portable brawl.
Yeah,
it feels like a portable brawl.
It is a portable brawl. I mean, hopefully, granted the game, it was just a demo. Maybe the game will actually feel a little bit different. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I don't expect too much more from it. I like it how it is. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. I'm gonna buy the Wii U version.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the Wii U version. I mean, I guess the main thing too is I don't mind having a portable brawl. That'd be fun. But the characters were too small for me to enjoy.
Oh yeah, that's another problem. I mean, you definitely need the XL. A lot of people will need the XL.
Yeah, because I have bad eyes to begin with.
We're gamers, of course.
Yeah, we have fucking nerds with glasses. So I definitely need a bigger screen. We're playing it on just a regular 2DS.
It was a 2DS, not the 3DS.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't the screen size?
I think the screen is a little bit bigger than the regular 3DS.
Also, the 3DS is smaller?
I believe so. The regular 3DS, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least that's what I mean. I don't know the actual specs, but to me, I feel that the 2DS is bigger. Yeah. But then again, that's the one I have. So.
Well, shit, that's even worse then. Yeah, because.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to get the XL, that shit's huge.
Yeah, because for a one-on-one, it was decent. But if you had 4 people,
and if you're a similar color, you
don't know it was really hard to tell what the fuck's going on. I mean, granted, it's already hard to tell even on the big screen. It's so hectic. I mean, that's part of the fun. But like, this was kind of like, what the fuck's going on? But definitely, if you have a 3DS, of course you're gonna pick it up no matter what. Like, it's gonna sell like 40 million copies. Like, everybody's gonna get it. Yeah, for sure. So interestingly, and we're gonna switch over a little bit
to media and TV.
To TV. I know. Usually we talk about games only, but this was cool. So the Simpsons and Family Guy are having a crossover episode.
Yeah, they are.
Tonight. Well, for us tonight, we're recording this on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, we're posting this tomorrow on Monday, so it would already happen. So we haven't seen it yet, but this is one of those cool events. It has buzz. People are talking about it.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Simpsons, one of the longest
running sitcom cartoon / cartoon.
And then Family Guy, this show that got canceled twice or some shit, and it's still coming back. Yeah, it never wants to die, kind of thing.
I know, and it's I feel old thinking about this. Shit's 12 seasons in.
Family Guy.
Yeah, that's like it's been that fucking long. Like I remember when it was 2 seasons in and they got canceled. But yeah, I mean it's. They've poked fun at each other before. A lot, yeah. I remember watching the Simpsons episode. I forgot. I can't remember the specifics, but they looked in a dictionary and they looked up the word plagiarism, and then it had a photo of
Calm down.
It had a photo of a Family Guy.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin. Yeah. So it was him smiling, just like, and it just said like plagiarism and had a picture. It was something like that. Correct me if whatever it is. It was something along those lines. It was just so funny. I was so unexpected because, you get used to kind of these the media wars like Pepsi and like Coke, and they never directly name each other.
They're always like
it's always like the competitor soda or our soda, the taste test or whatever. So it was funny. When I saw that, I was fucking laughing for 10 minutes. I was like, oh man, they really called them motherfuckers out.
Let's go. Like next episode on Family Guy, But it's really cool when they do that. I mean, remember when Family Guy did it? They had a whole episode. I mean, it wasn't. I don't know if it was an official crossover, but they had Bart and Peter. Like they had them there. It was think it was a plagiarism where like the SEALs write the jokes to Family Guy.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make a joke about Muhammad or something.
And
it was funny seeing Bart, and then I can't wait for a crossover like those three.
Yeah.
Like South Park, Simpsons, and Family Guy.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, like those are the top three of their genre. I feel.
Of the long-standing comedy,
cartoons, things.
No, for sure. I mean,
social satire.
the thing is, like, both of these shows are kind of irrelevant now, to be honest. Like, but it's one of those. I would definitely watch the episode just to see. It's gonna be a Family Guy episode, not a Simpsons episode. So it's gonna be done in Family Guy animation.
It's gonna have mostly Family Guy jokes.
Yeah,
I'm assuming. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna have Simpsons jokes too.
I read in an article that, for example, it was. You know how Family Guy's main joke mechanism is the cutaway?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there'll be a random cutaway to something. So I think they're like Peter's is trying to teach Homer how to do a cutaway, how to set up a cutaway joke or whatever. That like they're gonna have a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun with how they designed the episode. But I don't know. I was thinking, what other crossover would be fun to see? Like in video games, we see it all the time. Like Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, and Tekken. Like and those are really
Super
good.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect example of a crossover.
Yeah. So I mean, crossovers can be really successful. I was thinking that you could even do a whole Family Guy Simpsons show. I was like, why not? I mean, I don't. Obviously, they've been going on for like 25 years now,
right?
Simpsons. So obviously, some people still watch it.
I still watch it every once. I love watching reruns. Pretty much. I don't necessarily catch the new shows.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I own the first 12 seasons of Simpsons. But I remember it was just to a point where I was just like, it's still going. I was like, you just take it for granted. But I think a whole show would do good. But what kind of? Do you have any ideas for any other crossover shows?
Crossovers?
Justice League. Justice League with fucking the Avengers.
Something like that. I mean, granted, there's no shows nowadays that I watch like that I would want to crossover.
Yeah.
If it was back in the day, X-Men and Justice League would be cool.
What about games? What games would think you'd be a crossover?
What games would crossover? I would love to see a Borderlands crossover to Destiny.
Really? Oh, yeah. And maybe Borderlands do the whole plagiarism joke with it.
Or even just have
They should do that in the pre-sequel. He opens a book and looks at plagiarism and
then there's more examples and it shows Borderlands too because they're plagiarism, what I mean? But no, it would be cool, Destiny did like a thing, or even the pre-sequel did a thing where enemies from the games would be in there,
Yeah.
Like Borderlands 2 did a crossover with Minecraft where there's creepers and you can get Minecraft skin.
Yeah.
I like that. That was cool.
They did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a place, kind of a secret, not secret, but I guess it's a secret, but you walk to it and there's something you have to break like in Minecraft.
Yeah.
And when you get in there, creepers come out and you have to kill them.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I would love to see things like that. That'd be cool.
Like we just saw Hyrule Warriors is a crossover with Dynasty
Without
Warriors.
the Dynasty Warriors, it's like they crossed over the game, the gameplay.
Yeah.
What if they had an RPG with Mario and Zelda? Like with Mario and Link.
Yeah.
Where they kind of there's a crossover between them. That would be cool.
Yeah, I can see it. Dude, they just use all your characters to your advantage.
You have the IPs. You own the IP.
Yeah. I would want to see a Gears of War with Halo crossover.
Is Gears of War set in Earth, right? I'm assuming.
No,
Oh, okay.
It's some other planet. No, not at all.
So it could be they find each other.
Yeah. It's like Master Chief finds the planet.
Yeah, he's killing what are they called? I haven't played Gears of War that much.
The locusts.
The locusts. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I was wondering, you could.
And then it turns into a third-person shooter with Master Chief.
See, you could do a Call of Duty Battlefield, but it doesn't make any sense. They don't have any characters.
Also, they're already a crossover because they're the exact same.
They're the exact same game with a different game.
Just the way it feels is different.
Sorry, guys. You guys have been devastated. Yeah.
it will never be a Call of Duty crossover of anything. Like there is already like in Halo, the Marines are fucking Call of Duty characters. Like it doesn't. There's nothing you can cross over from Call of Duty into this.
Dude, that'd be. See, I would wonder how a game would work if you could play both styles. Like if like let's say you're Master Chief, and then like you're fighting against Marines or something, but then they can shoot and run the way you do in Call of Duty.
Oh. Okay.
Like obviously Master Chief would be overpowered because he has a shield on or whatever. But like let's say it was balanced. Like it'd be cool if you could cross that, where you can have both styles of gameplay. I guess the engine would break or something like that.
You know, now that you talk about crossovers, I was thinking about a crossover. It was Mega Man and Street Fighter. I don't know if you saw that. I think it was free online. It was basically Mega Man, but all the bosses were Street Fighter characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never seen that.
Yeah, I had it on my computer.
Oh, it was like a mod somebody did?
I think it was a mod, but it was actually like from Capcom. Like during the 25th anniversary or one of the things that they released it.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, you know, it was like Chun-Li using her legs to attack you. It was still hilarious.
So when you kill them, you got their power or what?
Yeah, I didn't play a lot of it because I just had it on my computer. My computer sucked at the time, so I couldn't run it.
Yeah.
But it was just like, from what I saw, you could take their powers and shit.
Well, that just tells me then that all crossovers won't work, because that sounds like that would be $1 million idea to me. I've never heard of that before.
Really? What?
And I'm pretty sure 99% of the people
maybe they haven't. Yeah, if you haven't, look it up. I mean, if you like Mega Man, you'll like it. And if you like Street Fighter, you'll like the fact that they're in there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, wow, to me, that's like... That's why we don't make ideas. I guess. We think we have these $1 million ideas, but like, what the fuck? I would have guessed that would be like a fucking sold out.
All of our $1 million ideas are ideas we think are already on the market.
Yeah.
But never actually exist.
Yeah.
And then we just forget about it.
Our last story this week. So GTA 5 is coming to the next gen, quote unquote next gen. And there's one of those weird Reddit reports, so you don't know.
You mean Reddit?
Yeah, you don't know if it's even true, but we'll run with it.
And they had videos,
but it was a mod.
It was a mod, but I'm saying like.
Let me tell them what they're talking about. Yeah. So GTA 5 supposedly is gonna have a first-person mode, so that you can go into first person and third person. First person when you're walking, and first person when you're driving and shit. And I don't know if it's real or not. It's a Reddit thing.
I highly doubt it's real for console. It would be kind of cool. I mean, it looked very interesting. I don't know why though. I mean, it looked interesting, but the mod that they showed us, which obviously isn't polished, it's just some mod. It really looked to me like a Doom / Castlevania, Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
It looked just like the gun the way it was.
Like the old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be cool if you can go first person. Like, I like the third person for the open world game, but like
the shit out of people.
But like when there's like when you're in a firefight or something, it'd be cool if you can go into first person. It'd be cool if you can like switch back and forth.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I mean, these games do the third person because, like, you know, not necessarily the stealth, but for the cover.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they do the third person. Like, you know, a lot of first person shooters, even though they have cover, the system isn't as polished as a third-person shooter with cover system.
Yeah, because you can't see. You can't see around you,
which I never really understood. Because how can you see directly behind? I never understood why it was. You know, like
well, I mean, for game mechanics, it makes sense.
But for like in real life. But anyways, about the point, I don't know how that would work for. Like, imagine if Watch Dogs was first person, like it had a first person mode. I wouldn't use it at all. Hell no.
Yeah.
I need to see everyone around me.
Yeah. That the game is designed that way.
Exactly.
So is GTA.
And I mean, because I was comparing it because GTA or Watch Dogs is pretty much GTA.
Yeah.
It feels exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know besides the hacking mechanism anything that's different.
Yeah, that's true. It's
so
the same thing.
the way you move, the way it feels, the way you rotate your camera, it's all the same.
But I mean, I guess the thing is, like, what does it hurt having that option?
That is true. I mean,
like, if you're driving, some people, I like driving in first person mode. Mm-hmm. Like, I just to drive.
I hate it, but I understand.
Like, I mean, it's harder to do, but it feels cooler. Like, to do it.
I like the third person because you can do the backwards and you can see the car. But that's just me, and a lot of people actually. But I don't I guess it's the same thing because sniper rifles, when you have a sniper rifle, you kind of like the zoom. That's the only way you go into like a first-person view.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't want to have. I don't know if I would even use the first person, and if I were to play it. Granted, I don't like those games in the first place.
Yeah, I would definitely use it. Shit, I mean, like, it's hard to shoot people sometimes in the game. I mean, it has a sick ass auto aim.
Do you not use the aimbot?
Yeah, that's sick ass auto aim, but like, it's still like first person shooting. It just feels natural. And then, like I said, it's not like if it's an option, like what does it hurt? Like you don't need to use it. Like you know.
Unless you accidentally go into it and you don't know how to get out of it, like in a
yeah. It's, oh my god, what the fuck? I don't know where's my map. I don't know where I'm going. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the GTA. We're definitely gonna play that when it comes out, and it's gonna come for the PC next year. So there's gonna be there's gonna be a first person mod for that, guaranteed.
Have you seen the real? This isn't GTA, but the realistic mod for Skyrim.
Yeah, I've seen it. Sick. They have a bunch, though.
Yeah, they have a bunch, but the realistic one, I was like, wow.
Okay, what does that have to do with GTA, though?
The mods. You were talking about the mods for PC. I'm just.
And we're done. Thank you for joining us on this week's Nerds with Glasses. I'm Knowledge.
I'm Javi.
Peace.
See you guys.